Welcome to the
Mad Skills Electric.
Oh man,
pregame show.
we're off beat a little bit, huh?
A wee bit.
It's been a hot minute.
It has.
All right, so like Billy said, this is the Mad Skills Electric pregame show for Fish Talk Live. Getting ready to get started here soon, but this is where we allow everybody to log in, get comfortable, crack a cold one, and enjoy all the secrets that we have to give of the Nature Coast.
Yeah, something like that.
Billy, how's Briggs doing?
Briggs is doing real good.
How's Mama Joe doing?
She's doing good. She's doing real good. Raising that baby up good.
Tell you what, you guys are great parents starting out, and something we all predicted on. Actually, we had an over and under on the level of parenting. John did the under, just to let you know. But I did like a 25 out of a 10, so just kidding, John.
We're holding up.
You guys are doing amazing.
At least I get to see him grow, so that's always a bonus.
Good baby, too, man. Oh.
The pain in my ass.
It's just getting started.
Just getting started.
Bro.
Month and a half in.
Alrighty, if you're logged in, go ahead and shoot us a comment. Say hello, or hola, or...
I don't know any other languages.
What's another another word for hello?
Hi.
Hi. Sup?
Yeah. Something like
Remember the good old AIM days? Sup?
Oh, man.
Again, this
Showing
is
age.
the Mad Skills Electric pregame show. Very thankful for our friends over at Mad Skills Electric. Check them out for all your electrical needs, or just to call them and have a good time.
That's it. They like to fish.
They like to fish. They love family. They just love life. Great people.
What are we talking about tonight? Fish?
We're talking about a cool species tonight, man. One of my favorite, I think, to actually go out and target, because most trips you only get a handful of shots at them.
Can't say they're not plentiful, but they don't stick around very often.
They don't
You're
stick
talking
around.
about the lings, right?
The what?
The lings.
Yeah.
The lings?
Yeah, Florida ling, L-I-N-G.
Is that a Spanish word?
No,
Is that what they called lings?
lings.
Oh.
You know, like up north has ling cod.
Nope.
These fish
Yeah.
are also called lings.
No, they're not. John's lying.
Okay.
He's bullshitting.
Lingobia.
They do look like they have wings, though.
I guess you could say that. I look like a big sucker fish at times.
Giant remora. Can anyone guess what we're talking about? What type of species of fish are we going to be talking about tonight on Fish Talk Live? We gave you all the clues. Billy even said the name.
I have that. I have the answer. Cobia, also called ling or lemonfish.
Who said
Is a
that?
large migratory saltwater fish known for its strong fight and delicious firm white meat.
Did Scott Parrish say that?
Google.
Oh.
He wrote that ad.
AI. AI is never wrong.
Never. Ever, ever, ever. All right, one last time for tonight. This is the Mad Skills Electric pregame show. We're just letting everybody get tuned in and getting everything ready for a good show.
Trying to get pre-gamed.
That's it, man. I'm excited, Billy. We had a skip last week.
Yep.
We're doubling it up this week and next week. Excited to talk about some fishing.
Absolutely. If we have a chance, let's go.
Let's go. LFGF. Ooh, that's a good statement, Brianna.
We should do that later.
We should do a poll. We could do that a part of the Reel of Fortune.
Could be.
I like that.
Charles Harris says, what's up?
My man, Charlie.
Harris. Mr. 124th?
124th.
Or is it a 118th?
What are you talking about?
Old boy's getting into the RC world.
Oh, RC terms getting thrown around.
Be careful, Charlie.
Dangerous. Addicting.
It's terrible.
All right. I'd say that's enough of pre-gaming. What do you think we get started with the show, Billy?
Let's do it.
John, you ready?
I'm ready.
Brianna, ready? My name's Captain Gary Bartell Jr. from Fish Talk Live in Ozello Keys Marina. Having the right tools on your boat while you're guiding is very important, and Bubba has made that very easy. They have a new captain's program. It's real easy to do. If you go to bubba.com, go to partner with us, fill out the form, which gives you 50% off on anything on the website. So go to the description below, click on the link, and get signed up. Welcome to
Fish Talk Live.
presented by Wheeler Construction, PowerPole, Seakeeper, and some amazing people. It's the cool part about our show, really separates it is, we do a bunch of different segments, Billy. We've got some great segments, and followed by the segments, some great sponsors, and not even sponsors,
Partnerships.
friends, just outdoor enthusiasts. So
Yep.
we'll go through everybody here in a little bit, but this is Fish Talk Live, and tonight we're talking about
Cobia.
otherwise known as Lang.
Ling.
Lang.
L-I-N-G.
Lemon
With
fish.
a Y?
L-I.
L-Y-N-G. It's like an Asian term, Lang.
And Billy, the answer to your question is 92 pounds.
92 pounds. Okay.
What was the question?
What was the largest
one on fly.
cobia caught on fly? 92 pounds, 9 ounces.
92 pounds, 9 ounces on fly. That's pretty cool.
That had to be a hell of a fight.
All right, so the big brown ugly, the floating logs.
Beautiful.
Are they though?
No, not at all. But they're fast.
They are fast. They're strong.
They're kind of stupid.
But when they're not
Kind of.
stupid, they're smart. It's a very intriguing fish.
Yeah.
It really is. Like I was saying earlier, one of my favorite fish to go out and target just because they're very unpredictable. We went out the other day to target them. A couple small ones, and we saw some gigantor, or we saw one gigantor for sure on the drive-in. My buddy Steve and I, we went out to 25, 35 feet. That's where we saw the smaller ones, and on the way in about 8 foot of water is where we saw. No, it's about 12 foot of water actually. There's still buoys. It was.
So you just need a bow and arrow.
It was a brook. We didn't have the chance. We didn't have the chance. It would have helped if, I was in a trance. It was such a beautiful ride in and just stunning, picture perfect day. And
48 mile an
and we're
hour.
just cruising. Steve's sitting up in the tower with me and as calm and cool as possible, Billy. I kid you not. This is how it went. We're driving now. We're reverse. I drive on this side. I'm driving, just enjoying everything. And as calm, as cool as possible, he goes, like that. So it was a couple seconds where I'm just like, the fuck, what's going on?
What do you see?
And then he goes, and then I turn around and I could see it. It looked like a log. It was exactly what we were looking for driving in. And I whipped it around and we were both locking in on it. And it went down. Couldn't find it again. But dude, I'm not joking you, man. It was 50 plus easy. It was huge.
Yeah, them heartbreakers.
It was a heartbreaker, but amazing fishing that day.
I know.
That's the other cool part about going after cobias. And here's the trick to
Many
cobia.
other fish species.
Don't go after cobia.
Yeah.
You
showed that to me one time.
Yeah, you could go do your drive-bys,
Yep.
but go set up like your grouper fishing. Mangrove snapper bite is hot right now.
A lot of nice ones out there.
Dude, insane, man. Anywhere from 20 to 35 feet. Nice
mangroves.
Giants. They're real clear water in portions of the Gulf of America. A lot of it has that.
It's almost like an algae out
Yeah,
there.
it's like
Got a haze to
a
it.
submerged algae, and that's where the water gets a little murkier, a little harder to see. But when you get to that crystal clear water, I found it south of Homosassa. Dude, you could, and I'm not joking, in 35 foot of water, John, you could just see all the mangroves at the bottom. We could see the shark down there.
Cloud of fish.
Started chumming.
Nice.
Then you could just see everything start to come up, including the grouper. The grouper
I've heard
bite.
this past month has been an epic grouper bite.
Yeah, I tell you what, Noah's done I know it's a big controversial thing, but they've done a great job.
Yeah.
They truly have. I see a big difference each year, and this is kind of what they told us, was it 3 or 4 years ago? Be patient.
Time will come back.
Time will come back. You'll notice it, and it's pretty extraordinary. So.
Yeah.
Billy, before we jump into the Extreme Decalz Catch of the Week, before we start talking more cobia, some tips and techniques, give us a fishing report from the airboat.
On the airboat side, playing on the inshore and the flats, there has been, as most of you have probably been out there fishing for them. There's a lot of snook. They have been heavily pressured. I have noticed that even at the low tides, the snook are not stacking up in the deeper spots like they were, I'd probably say, a month and a half ago. But I am finding even at low tides, they are still stuffed under the mangroves, playing in the shadows, where most everybody's going to fish for them. Redfish, I find them, I'd say anywhere, playing out of here, anywhere where the water starts to get clear. I find them about halfway out of the river system, all the way out to the outer keys, and some really nice schools of reds. I haven't seen a whole lot on the trout side.
Really?
Yeah, thinking of it, haven't seen a whole lot of trout moving around. A lot of smaller sheep's head around the springs and cracks that are out there, and same thing on the grouper. Get around those springs and cracks, they are darting in there thick. Very nice to see.
Good deal.
Yeah, good amount of fish moving.
I know Jacob had a good day trout fishing today.
He did.
I would have to imagine if we're not seeing trout, that's where they're going to be back in those
the deeper channels.
Yeah, the deeper channels and
yeah,
the less obvious spaces. Now, within one day, we had a 37-degree difference in temperature.
Yeah, it felt good.
And we had a big drop in water temperature too.
What's the water temperature?
So it was
right there.
It was right around 80 on the 19th, and now it's hovering around 72.
Yeah, it dropped pretty quick along with the tides. I was kind of blown away on how that little front. I mean, we've had some good winds out of it, but how much water it has blown out. It felt like wintertime out there the past 2 days on the airboat.
You can see it in the canal.
Oh, yeah, it's low.
It's low. Oh, it came in a decent way. It dropped an easy 3 foot in the canal.
Yeah. The evening tides have been extremely strong as they push in. Anything in the morning, I'd probably say from sun up till 1 o'clock, the water really hasn't moved much. And about starting at 3 o'clock, that water has rushed in, coming back. And it's you get to see the fish where they have ran offshore for it and then pushed back in, especially the reds. It's pretty cool to get to watch them at the super low tide and then push in with that tidal line. And there's still some pretty good schools that push in the grass flats like that.
Good deal.
Yeah, pretty fun to watch them on the airboat. If only, go out there fish it, but part of it.
Well, we'll have to set a day next week if there's any nice calm days.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, I had so much fun with that snapper stuff the other day. And
that'd be fun.
Yeah, we'll have to go do that. John, you down?
I'll be in Panama City. It's normal. I go away and you guys do something fun.
Sounds like me trying to fish with Jacob and Junior. Every time they go, I'm working.
Yeah. Jacob's always like, hey, man, what are you doing tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm here.
I booked them both back to back, and it blew 40 mile an hour. We fish from land.
All right, cool. Well, good report. Here soon. Should get back into that. I guess we said this a couple weeks ago. And that
into the warming trend, yeah.
But that's a huge plus. What just happened? That's going to prolong our trout fishing. It's going to help with the towards the end here of snook season.
Absolutely. When those waters break 85, start pushing that 90 mark, a lot of things shut off and move out.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. It gets steamy out there.
It does. I've enjoyed wearing my hoodie all day.
I don't know how you do that.
All right, cool. Well, I'll tell you what, let's hit a commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to jump into the catch of the week because we talked about what we caught. We want to see what you all have caught. So we will be right back.
Here in Florida, every name tells a story. Just saying Ian, Nicole, or Michael brings about strong memories. But then there's Adam.
How are you? Better not see you.
And Gary.
Hey.
Together, their teams helped rescue over 3,500 people. And Vicky, she used her food truck to feed the community.
Thank you so much, guys.
And Andy, he flew medical aid to devastated communities. But then there's Shane, Clyde, and Robert. Together, they have more than 60 years of storm experience. They stand with an FPL team of thousands, ready to respond. So as the next storm approaches, just know we're prepared. Here in Florida, every name tells a story, and every name is important. Because together, we can weather any storm.
All right, we are back.
Jones's barbecue sounds pretty
It
good.
does sound good, yeah. All right, so here's the deal. Tonight's Reel of Fortune. We're busting it out right now. The first 12 people to give a good subject, something valid,
For next week,
something good, something fun, something fishing related for us to do next week. That's John McCarthy approved. Is going to get added onto the Reel of Fortune.
0.
The first
0.
12
0.
people to add to comment something that we can really use as our main focus for next week is going to get added onto the Reel of Fortune. We're going to be giving away one of our brand new Fish Talk Live shirts. Wait till you see these things. They are dope. All right. That being said, let's head over to the Extreme Decalz Catch of the Week.
yes.
Strap up, strap in. Hey, look at that nice trout.
Happy kids, nothing better to see
I
right
love it.
there.
I like the hat. That's awesome. Dude, I love
Nothing
it.
but smiles.
Love it.
There's a
Oh,
sucker
look, it's a
fish.
little cobia.
The amount
Sucker.
of more out there right now is insane. Timu cobia.
That's funny. Oh,
Hey, that's mine. We caught him a month and a half ago, but
Oh my gosh.
But it looks like he's got little cobias.
Dude. I want some Briggs time again.
my boy.
Oh, there's my little guy. He's got those cute little cheeks.
Hey, he's third in the championship.
Yeah, that's right. We got to
He's
do
ranking.
a Florida Redfish series update here soon. We'll do it tonight. There's my boy Charlie Harris.
Just need a little bit bigger.
That's what I like about Charlie, though. He doesn't extend those arms, make it look bigger, man.
Hopefully that knee's in recovery.
Yep. There he is, Chris, with a nice red.
How'd you blur out its face?
Yeah, I was wondering what kind of filter that is.
Actually, that last name right there is a cool success story from the last Florida Redfish series in Panama. We'll talk about it here in a little bit.
There's a nice
That's a good nice
snook.
snook.
Yeah, an awesome snook.
Absolutely. Nice triple tail.
Oh, man.
Haven't seen a whole lot of people posting some triple tails yet. I know they're out there.
All right, can you pause it right here, Bree? Two awesome people right there, the Dunning brothers,
The
Chris and Mike.
Dunnings.
Dude, they got first and second place at the Panama stop. Panama
yeah.
City stop. Yeah, that's so cool. So Chris said that Mike cut him off to get first place, and I guess he's not going to the Thanksgiving dinner this year, but
I think it was uninvited. That's awesome.
no, congratulations, guys, well deserved. And then Carlos in third place
Yep,
for that tournament.
pretty awesome.
I want to say it was all Nature Coast.
I think it was all Gulf Coast boys.
Yeah, it was like the top 5 or something was Nature Coast or
That would be a good topic for next week.
Nice bass.
Bass.
See if Matt Kleckner wants.
Is that Gavin?
You could bring in Teddy.
He's camouflaged in there. There he is.
Nice
Dude, I tell you what, he
fish.
is a bass fishing SOB
You
right
ain't
there.
joking. There,
Yeah.
and there proves it.
Yep. I would love to go bass fishing with Gavin one of these days. That'd be so much fun.
He puts them on him. Holy
How do you even hold- I mean-
smokes.
That's a
Dude,
stud.
look at that thing. How did a grouper get back there? That's insane. Gavin, if you're watching, I'll trade you a grouper fishing trip for a bass fishing trip.
That sounds like a win-win. Nice snook. 5.23 pounds.
AI
I
estimated.
think they let that one go, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
Gene's like, you
Gene's
sure?
like-
Nice redfish. Look at that extended bubba net in the back.
It's Junior.
Huh?
Pretty sure that's Junior's boat.
That's not Junior's boat.
Okay.
It's Carolina.
Unless Junior ran into a wall with his boat.
Well, it's a
There's
possibility.
my boy Steve Powers, Plumbing by Powers, dude. It was a grouper just, I mean, they
Look how
were
calm it was.
hitting all right, again, 35-foot of water belly, we never put on a weight. That's how fast
gorgeous.
those grouper were getting up top. It was
Mind-boggling.
insane.
Yeah, too bad we have a shortage.
Look at that. We don't have a shortage anymore.
No,
It's
not
worked.
at all. Ooh, look at that monster.
Is that James?
That's awesome.
Dude. And that's extended arms.
Fully extended. That's awesome.
Let's go.
Good fish tank size there.
You'll hook them. 352-464-7309.
Jessica. James.
That's not Jessica. That's James.
It's James.
There's Jess.
Nice red.
Dude, so I love those Chaz waters, man. It's just a whole different vibe.
It's a
from
different
here to
world
there.
down there.
That's
Nice flounder.
Pretty flounder.
Yeah.
That was a good dinner.
Hey, there's a Kobe.
There's a little remora.
That one's just not from Timu.
No.
Oh yeah, Junior got
Got
grouper
him on fly.
Yep. His friend from Key West.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, that dude's got some biceps on him. Do you see that? Look at those
That
cannons.
poor grouper. He's just sitting there.
I can't tell if that shirt's just hanging down perfectly right there, or if that dude's just jacked. I feel like all fly fishermen should be buff though, man.
Right. At least on the right arm.
What happened to Junior? I don't know. You think both arms?
Right? Yeah.
Oh, one tricep,
from
one
stripping
shoulder.
and
Yeah.
ripping.
Big old ugly.
It's always a
It's
fun
like you ate
catch
some
right
artificial. Can we
there. Camera
pause?
was ready, but
Can we pause this?
No. I think because of the polarization on the glasses, he couldn't see the camera, so he's looking over
okay.
top of the glasses.
All right, let's. Are we paused right now?
Nice
All
catch, Ken.
Each one of you come up with a caption for this. John, you start.
Why you gotta put me on a
All
spot?
right, I'll start. Ready? Holy shit! I just actually caught a fish.
He catches fish all the time.
Billy.
I know where that spot's at.
All right.
That was it. Yeah, no.
That wasn't a caption. That was what he's saying. Something that he's saying right now. Go ahead.
I got nothing for you, Ken.
Oh my god.
It does the camera work?
Yeah. Brianna,
This thing take?
come on. All right, one last one. This is the only way they'll believe me. Good job, Ken.
He keeps the bait shop running. He's in here so often.
That should be your profile photo. That is, I mean, the sun glaring down, like it's just such a cool organic photo. I love it.
Oh,
Good God.
Yeah, that's a slob.
Wow.
Nice find.
Wow. That's impressive.
I love happy kids.
Redfish on land. They're
Yeah.
getting fewer and far between
Yeah,
now that
they're
it's starting to
biggin'.
warm up. That's a nice catch right there. Is that a little
That's
Zebco he's got?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like it. Good catch, dude.
Heck yeah.
Holy smokes.
That's a
Talk about
micro.
That's fun. That's a nice fish. Can't quite see what the measurement is on it. Good one for the Redfish series, though.
If you can't quite make out the measurement, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Better retake that picture.
That's some shallow water.
Yeah, it is. Holy smokes. He was dry docked.
Don't even have to put your power pole anchor down.
Nice one, Mr. Dunning. Getting into some
deal.
nighttime fishing.
I want to say that
Nighttime
would
or
be early
Early
morning.
morning, yeah.
Don't even need your sunglasses for
You
that
got the
one.
flash going. Look at that eyeball. That's cool.
Oh, it was
fish.
AI. That's what it was. Is that the same photo? Can you go back?
Yeah, it looked like pretty identical.
Nope, different.
Fingers
Different
were in
fish.
different position. Yeah,
Yep.
Yep,
Different
I bet you
spots.
that's his 2 fish for the tournament.
that's awesome.
That one's over slot. The other one's over slot.
Spotless almost.
Hey,
little
there's
Kobe,
a
yeah.
Kobe.
And you can see the ground.
That's
It's
about.
pretty shallow.
I've seen 2 of them on airboat about that big.
Still fun to catch. I don't care how small they are.
Nice grouper.
Ah, Jimbo. Nice fish.
Caption: first, biggest, and most, right there.
I don't know, man. The dude, photo of the night. Yeah, it's a tie between him and Ken right now. Good looking red.
Absolutely. That's a big one there.
That's a
Yep.
big fish.
Good fish. Take both hands on the fish grip.
Another Kobe.
Very nice.
Oh, nice. Good deal.
Playing on the inshore.
Travis Roberts.
Speak of the
look
devil.
at that.
It's a nice trout. Solid fish.
Another good red.
It's one nice thing about skipping a week. Get a lot of really good photos.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 45 picture comments, I think.
Nice.
Wow. Good fish. Great shirt.
Oh, I love the spots on that.
Yeah, it's got some good spots on there.
Healthy fish.
Mm-hmm.
Draped over them. Nice red, dude.
There's nothing like sitting down and catching fish all
Yeah,
at the same time.
not wrong there.
Good extreme decals catch of the week.
Absolutely. Appreciate that, Joe.
Yeah, guys, thank you. All right, so let's do a quick Florida Redfish Series update. So the 2026 Power-Pole Team of the Year current rankings. Pretty good point difference. So
From first to second or second to third?
really,
All the above.
first place has got a good lead. Second place has got a good lead. Third place got. So we'll go from the top 5. So at this point, I'd say it's gonna be down to the top 5 at least. So
Yeah, gonna be hard to catch up.
actually probably to the top 3. But all right. So in 5th place, Team Wild Alaska with 303. Team Black Dog with 308. The original Power-Pole 322.
Is there a new one I take it?
I guess. Team 2, Trolling Motor Services Plus. If you guys are in Jacksonville, you need something done to your trolling motor, they are the people to go to. Incredible, awesome team over there. So Team Trolling Motor Services Plus, 340 points, and then with 360 points, so
That's a pretty good jump.
a
Yeah.
20-point difference. Team Kathy's Crab Shack.
Nice.
Where is Kathy's Crab Shack at? Does anyone know?
Nope, haven't a clue.
All right, so
Crab Shack.
let's see. So if you guys want to look at this stuff, by the way, it's flredfishseries.com.
Steinhatchee.
Steinhatchee, okay.
Nice.
Point standings. Let's go
I have to remember the next
to
time
the
up there.
2026 Angler of the Year running. This one's where it, there we go. Oh,
Angler of
no.
the year.
All right, why is it showing up for both here? Let me exit out of the app. I'm curious on this one. This one's tight. You said that Carlos bumped up to 3rd place?
In this overall standings.
Yeah, and the overall standings for kayaks. At least that's what he told us. Can you believe a fisherman?
There we
I'd
go.
love to know.
I looked at it the other day.
Oh, it's a good tight race. 1st and 2nd is very close.
Is this for kayak side?
This is for kayak. So this is Angler, the Hobie Angler of the Year. So again, I mean, I tell you what, dude, there's so many. All right, well,
Some
we're
good
gonna,
anglers on the kayak side.
dude, I tell you what,
Nothing against the boat side, but the kayak side really have to pick and choose where they can play.
I tell you what, that third, Carlos, I hate to say it, but that the third place position's not, set right now for sure. You got Billy Christie at 4th, Mike Dunning at 5th, Garrett Boykin, George Quinn, Brian Neal, Chris Dunning at 11th, Lee Haney. Dude,
Carlos has his work. If he's going to try and stay up there, he's got a lot of work to do.
All right, so
let me guess, Carlos.
So 5th place, Mike Dunning, 355 points. That big win the other day.
Yep.
Boosted him big time. Billy Christie, 356 points. So a 1 point difference to 4th.
That's tight.
Captain Carlos Gutierrez, sitting in 3rd with 363 points. Trent
Good job, dude.
Trent S. Steege is sitting in 2nd with 382 points. So he's got a 19-point lead
over Carlos.
Yeah, over Carlos. But then, 1st place, only a 4-point difference over 2nd. One of our hometown favorites, James Aldridge, sitting in 1st place with 386 points.
Nice.
So James is from here?
Just north of here, yeah.
Oh, great. That makes it less for me and Billy to travel, so he can not make it to the next tournament.
But, man, good run, all of them. I love seeing all these guys in here.
Absolutely.
The 67 registered. I don't know. If you guys get some time, go on to redfishseries.com. Check out those point standings. The team, Chris Kelly and all of them. Everyone does a great job over there. And
that's why we had begged them to come and be on ours.
They'll be back this year.
Yep.
They'll be back.
Gary, I'm super impressed with the amount of fish that we're getting in these topics.
Yeah?
It's going to be a great topic next week.
So is it specific fish?
Yeah.
Or top?
No, they're listing specific fish.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, it's up to you on this one. So
got bonita, bonefish.
Oh my God.
Pinfish, porgies.
Hearing all of that reminds me of our trash fish cook-off we never...
Listen, John, whoever wins that's the subject we're going to talk about next week.
And
so make sure it's a serious one.
I think my Tuesday night is fairly open. I should be able to watch you guys from the campground.
You son of a SOB.
You ain't joking.
All right, let's hit a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to go over to the Plumbing by Powers tackle table talk and show you some of the rigs that we use for cobia, some of the fillet knives we like to use, and one of the most important tools when it comes to cobia catching. So stay tuned.
Hi all, my name's Captain Billy with Ozello Boat Airboat Tours. Just got a really cool piece of equipment to introduce to you guys. It's actually a new key switch from Coast Key. It's a really unique setup that they have made. Instead of having your standard key switch to where you actually have a key that's removable, they took it a step further and made a custom pin pad. You have 4 digits to play from. You can pick whatever 4 numbers you want to make your pin. And then it's a start stop from there. And then they also have this really cool lanyard to be able to start and stop for when you're not at the helm. And it's very convenient for that factor. And having this lanyard tied to my belt loop all day, if I happen to eject myself out of the boat, it also acts as a safety lanyard that I have total control straight from this little key fob. So that is a huge plus in our industry for needing a safety lanyard, and this is a great alternative to that. I do get quite a few questions asked about it as far as how the install goes, how is the instructions on it, and I got to say it is mighty simple. Outside of needing the hole saw to cut the proper size hole for the switch itself, they give you a nice plug and play harness. Everything in the instructions is all color coded on where they need to go from your hots, your grounds, your starts, your stops, all that fun stuff. It was a very simple setup. is a stunning upgrade for a lot of folks with bigger families that have kids running around everywhere. You don't have to worry about somebody taking the key. You just keep the lanyard on your belt buckle at all times, just like a safety lanyard. You can be away from the boat and start and stop it. It's a awesome product that I highly recommend for your future upgrade.
All righty, everybody. We are back with the Plumbing by Powers Tackle Table Talk. All right, so rigs are real easy with cobia. You know what you want to do for hook and line, or for bait, is you want to have something that's a free line. That if you want to add a cork to it, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. I really don't use corks. There's different ways that you can rig pinfish that you don't need a cork. And also something that's going to suspend a little bit. I like to do the loop knot with the like an 1/8 ounce or a 1/4 ounce.
So have that hook swinging.
Yeah, something to get it down into that middle
Water column.
So I don't like to put anything down at the very bottom personally. You know, if I'm grouper fishing, obviously, you know, we're going to get it down there. But always start with, in my opinion, always start with no weight. And if you hook that pinfish, you'll see, wish I had a pinfish up here, but
Right.
they have a V right between their gills. And a lot of people, this is a real well-known technique, but what a lot of people do is when they run that hook through that V,
It's a little chunk of meat there.
they go down too low or they go too deep.
Yeah.
And that pinfish is going to die real quickly. It's running, you know, it's suffering. But if you just barely pierce that skin, it's real hard to cast that way. But if you just free line it, you'll see that pinfish. Just the weight of that hook is going to make that pinfish start to go down. Now, if there's a real heavy current and you're out in 20 plus feet, you know, there's just nothing that they can do unless it's a real hardy, strong pinfish, or a grunt or something that's a little more aggressive. And a cobia is going to eat anything. You know, don't be picky on your bait.
Kind of like redfish. They're a pig.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Exactly.
so start with no weight. If you're having trouble getting those pinfish or spot tails, whatever it may be that you're using to go down, just add a little bit of weight into the loop knot itself is my preference. But that, you know, that loop knot's scary when you're tying a weight into it. I usually take like a pair of bubble pliers and I'll crimp the tag end so it's less likely to slide through. 50-pound fluorocarbon leader is going to cover most of the cobia here. You know, but again, have something a little bit bigger ready to go. If he's up at the surface, he's going to eat. It's the ones that are down in that lower column of the water that's going to be a little more picky. So I'd say 50-pound fluoro's, you know, the safe bet.
Yeah.
Size braid you use really truly doesn't matter. I run 65 for grouper and cobia.
One thing I had noticed after talking to Jacob and Junior is even though you may be snapper fishing at the same time, snapper fishing, grouper fishing, you're doing a little bit of everything, is be prepared on your smallest rod. Because those boys, the only two chances at cobia they had, and the last 2 times they went, bit on the absolute smallest setup they had.
Yeah.
So I'd almost recommend snapper fishing with a big rod.
Or just be I mean, you know.
Play your drag right.
Now I use a 5.0. It's like a mustad circle hook.
Yeah.
Seaworks makes a nice 5.0.
That's what this. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is a Seaworks. You're right. It's not a mustad. There's a certain name for this.
It's not the octopus.
It's not the octopus. Oh man, can't believe I'm. Yeah, I know. I'll come.
But we sell them.
I'll think of the name. I like this hook setup. It's pretty much a good mix between a straight shank and a circle. The only thing you really got to remember when you're using a circle hook is don't set it, Billy Fender.
Yeah, don't
set it.
Don't set the hook. Let the fish do the job.
Literally, especially that fish is up at the surface and you see that fish eat it, you're just going to reel that slack in and be real patient and then start to put a little bit of strength on them And as soon as he turns and goes, you're good to go.
If you can't hear it in my voice, don't set the hook.
So that's if you're using a circle. Now, we were talking about keeping a pinfish up towards the top of the water column.
Yep.
If you hook that pinfish right back in the middle of the body at the very tail end, right before the fin.
Yep.
Just, I mean, you got to kind of dig through that bone a little bit. That's going to keep your fish sitting there and doing this right at the surface the whole time.
Yep. His tail's going to end up sinking and it swims back up the surface.
We caught more grouper that way in 35 foot than anything else because that pinfish was causing so much commotion up at the surface, and those grouper just could not resist it. So now if you're going to do artificial, there's so many different artificial baits you can use. I mean, we saw what was it, the world record was on a Z-Man jerk shad or something.
Yep.
How big was the world record?
175.
175 is the world record, and then the Florida record was 131.
130.1.
130.1. I really, dude.
That's a big.
I would just like to see one in the wild.
No joke.
I really like the Maddox baits. First and foremost, local, right out of Tampa. Great people. And, the guy really perfected it. He's a manager at a big bait shop down there, a tackle shop. And, there's all kinds of these larger action, soft plastics. And he created the perfect mix of it, in my opinion. Super hardy. I mean, I've used this thing since last grouper season. Literally this exact setup.
It's nice because it doesn't get destroyed when you get a real teethy fish.
Yeah, but you can see it's still soft, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But, great bait.
This is not a call-in show.
I do like the purple color, especially when it comes to grouper. So
it works in nice dirty water and or clear.
Oops, sorry, Billy. Fillet knives. The Bubba 9-inch flex or the 12-inch flex for cobia. Probably your perfect knife you can go to. It's a lot beefier, a lot easier to handle. Cobia are really easy to clean. I'm a big fan of this knife for the bigger fish, especially. If you want to, you could go down a little bit in the girth, and I like the tapered flex as well. It's a great fillet knife. I think 9 inches is perfect, but I do like their 12-inch flex as well.
Yeah, I mean, we have both of those at our fish cleaning station getting used on the daily.
Yeah. And if you're going out real deep, don't forget to get one of these bad boys. Billy, I'll let you explain this.
So the nice thing about this is the name of it is the Sequelizer. And when you get into the deep depth of the waters and you start to have their swim bladders come exposed as they will regurgitate it, this setup here, you'll end up clicking it and hooking it onto their mouth just like you would a fish grip. Click it right on, and when you drop that fish back down, when it hits the proper pressures of the depth, this thing will automatically release that fish. It's a safe way to release the fish on being able to have them survive, and also with having the weight, will also drop it faster than the taxman can get it sometimes.
Yep.
Because the taxman out there, aka the shark, they're very prevalent, especially playing in those deeper waters when the fish are fired up. This is one way to help that fish get back down to the bottom on a safe release. So we've used them quite a few times. Definitely a nice setup. And the way they have perfected it with the pressures is pretty cool. I mean, it hits, I think it's like 45 feet or something. You'll get into a different pressure and that thing just automatically releases the fish.
Trying to remember when we had them on the show, was this a free initiative? Or how did these... Didn't you register or something? You got it?
Yeah, you go right on their website. You take a little course on
on the safe release,
treating the fish properly and how to release them safely, and then they send you that in the mail for free.
That's pretty cool. So, especially during off season with grouper, I mean, even during season, the smaller grouper are just as important.
Absolutely.
A safe release is everything. So the
if you're playing in
Sequelizer,
that 40 to 60 foot range, that's a nice tool to have.
Definitely.
It just allows that stock to continue to spawn for future days.
Well, and I think it's a requirement to have it on your boat when you're reef
Should
fishing.
be. If it isn't, it should be.
I want to say it's a state
the only
requirement.
requirement's one of those tools that deflate the
Yeah, to deflate it at the surface.
This is the next step.
Yeah.
So I have a question. Are tarpons showing up yet?
We have heard word of tarpons showing up, not in big numbers. I personally have not seen them on the tours running the airboat like I usually will. I have a feeling once May hits and these waters warm up, yes. But I have heard of people saying they're finding them in our river systems as far as St. Martin's, just off of it. I haven't seen anything in the flats yet, and I look forward to that because find those big schools of tarpon. That's a gorgeous sight to see.
Absolutely.
And then John asks, is the poke still effective, or do you have to use one of those deep drops like what you got there?
I would say the poke is still effective to deflate that swim bladder, but this is going to be almost a little more of a guarantee, because when that fish is at the surface and you just deflated it, it's tired.
Exactly.
That's where the tax man comes into play.
Yeah. Well, they gave us averages. It was like 70% of fish that are released end up dead. Whether it's naturally dying or getting eaten. Yeah.
So Charlie Harris says south been seen 2 in Mason Creek for tarpon.
Okay.
He said south Gary knows.
The south. Yeah, I can't wait for those fish to move up a little bit further north.
It's fun, man. Then you start getting the hammerhead showing up.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's a fun thing about being able to play on the airboat and the water's warming. Yeah, it doesn't really help you guys on the fishing side, but man, what opens up the visuals is stunning. Get to see them fish moving.
All right. Do we have any other cobia questions out there? Structure. Structure is key. Structure and a good view is key. Because you're going to find cobia in the most random spots. You truly are.
Something you did with me, it had to have been 4 or 5 years ago, and I thought you were kind of stupid about it.
Thanks, really.
I mean, I wasn't,
Wow.
I've never seen this technique before. We were out grouper fishing, and you specifically were like, I'm curious if there's any cobia in here before we move. The spot's on fire.
Oh, yeah.
And he got up on the bow of the boat and just started stomping. 5, 8 good stomps, and we sat there and waited. I think he did 2 more stomps and a cobia showed up. Yep. It made no sense.
They're curious. They really are. Trolling motor, if you bring that thing up and just start slapping it on the water in fast gear.
Yeah, I thought that was something wild.
A lot of people will say to do that when you show up to a spot. I disagree with that greatly. One, if they're down towards the lower column, they're not leaving.
Yeah.
Eventually they're either going to come up or they're going to eat down on the bottom or towards the mid column. But if you can get them to come up to the surface, your chances of getting to eat is a lot greater because they're getting curious at that point. But once they come up, and sometimes it takes them a little while to realize what's going on, but once it clicks in their little brains, they will leave after that. Once they get up to the top, that's when they will take off.
You have one shot.
You got one shot. So that's why I like to save that technique. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah, I just remember that, and it's always stuck with me because it cracked me up beyond belief. Like, what the hell is he doing? And all of a sudden, the dang cobia showed up. It's like, oh, yeah, that's what he's doing.
I want to say Rick Murphy told me that. I think he was the one that was talking about it, or Ridge or something was talking about with the turtle box, or he would put it in the water.
Oh, yep, I do remember a conversation like that.
But any questions about cobia before we get into the Reel of Fortune? So I'm excited to hear these subjects.
Do you fillet your cobia or steak your cobia?
I'll do both.
Yeah,
I'll do both.
Stake them towards the tail and fillet the rest.
Yeah, I mean, I like fillet them. A good recipe with cobia is go ahead and fillet it out. You can steak it too, but I would say fillet it out. Take a nice chunk, something a little bit on the thinner side, so towards the tail, or towards the head by the gills. But soak it in buttermilk. I always recommend soaking cobia in buttermilk, just like a shark.
Yeah.
They're a little on the gamier side. And soak it overnight or freeze it in the buttermilk. Whether you freeze it in the buttermilk or soak it overnight and then freeze it, definitely freeze it first. But then after you freeze it, go ahead and thaw it out. Get some sesame seed, whatever your other favorite, seasonings are. Some blackened, probably blackened with sesame. and get yourself a nice hot skillet going and do it ahi style.
Quick sear.
Delicious, but make sure that you freeze it first. That is very important.
Yeah, and that's where, like, versus freezing trout, when that water that's in that meat and it freezes, that water turns into a crystallize, and that will literally kind of shred the meat and give it kind of a quick breakdown to make it a little more tender.
Yeah,
that's the same thing we do with alligator. You never want to really eat it that fresh. You always want to flash freeze or freeze it. Help that water kind of break it down for you.
Tenderize it.
Yep.
Not only that, but it's safe too. You know, cobia, there's no real such thing as sushi grade, except tuna, but especially with cobia. But once you freeze it, that's what's killing any bacteria that could be harmful if you're going to eat it more on the raw side. So, because that's why I like when I sear my cobia, I'm going to do a hot sear on both sides, really get those edges nice and dark, but the inside's still raw.
Have it nice and crispy.
Do you bleed your cobia?
You can.
I don't see a con to bleeding it by any means.
There's no con to it.
Nope. I don't think we've ever done it on. I don't know where I was going with that.
If it's real big, I would.
It was not something we always thought is mandatory to do.
When you put a gaff in it, you're doing all the bleeding you need. And that, you know, oh, well, shoot, what happened to the... That was the other tool I wanted to talk about.
That is another tool
That's a necessity. If you are going out offshore, keep a damn gaff with you, because there's nothing worse when you actually hook into a big cobia and you get it to the side of the boat, you put it in net, it breaks your boat, or breaks your net, then you try to flip it. Yeah, that's Junior, exactly. Keep a damn gaff. And that Bubba gaff is so convenient to store away.
It is. And it is sharp as our flat knives.
Real sharp.
Just watch out for the pointy ends.
That's it.
Yeah.
Don't gaff your buddies.
Well, them cobias got on the tail.
Oh, yeah.
They're little fins.
Yeah, whenever I gaff a cobia, I'm leaving it in the water for a good minute.
I don't blame you.
Unless I see a shark.
They'll break stuff on the boat.
Oh, yeah.
They'll take you right out at the ankles.
All right. Ready to do... Should have had Bob.
God.
All right, so again, last chance to get added to the Reel of Fortune. If not, we're just going to roll right into it. We are looking for a good subject for next week's episode. So whoever can provide us a good subject, whether it's a fish species or an actual fishing-related subject, you are automatically going to get added to the Reel of Fortune. So you got about 30 seconds to think of something good.
If you happen to win it, we need a shirt size.
Oh, yes. And yeah, you got a chance to win one of our brand new Fish Talk Live shirts that just came in. And whoever wins a shirt, and their subject is going to be discussed for next week.
There it is. Because if we don't get a shirt size, you get an extra small.
All right. So that being said, let's go to a commercial break. And when we come back... What?
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Producer just kind of scolded us.
That never happens.
No. I do think Bree needs a hot mic.
She definitely needs a hot mic.
Yeah.
Everyone,
so I think that in its own would entertain y'all.
Everyone deserves to hear Bree's,
what we have to go through.
Yeah, slick little comments and...
So far, right now, I got Jessica with Triple Tail. I got John D with Drum. I got Jamie G with Tarpon and Charlie with Max.
Is it mackerels?
The kingfish are running right now.
Charlie, it's too early to start talking about scalloping.
Is it ever too early to talk about scalloping?
Yes.
All right. So we got 4.
I got 4.
All right. So we got 12. So 3 each one. All right. Who's the first one?
Jessica.
Jessica's going to get
with Triple Tail.
All right. Jessica's going to get Submerse, Ozello Keys Marina, and Marker 48.
And then we have John D with Black Drum.
John D with Black Drum gets Extreme Foam Decking, Plumbing by Powers, and Bubba.
Then we have Jamie G with Tarpon.
Jamie G. Tarpon would be a really good episode.
Absolutely. It's just coming into season for him.
Jamie G is going to get Extreme Decalz, Power Pole Move, Wheeler Construction.
Now, I will throw this out there, too. Charlie wants to talk about Max, scalloping, and gigging. Gigging / bow fishing. We may know somebody about that.
We do. Where are you going? All right, so who's the fourth one? Charlie?
Charlie Harris.
Charlie Harris gets Florida Redfish Series, Power Pole. So there's Power Pole Move, and then there's regular Power Pole, by the way, or Power Pole Shallow Water Anchor System. So they get Florida Redfish Series, Power Pole, and Seakeeper Ride. Now, just made an executive decision.
Oh boy.
Whoever wins, whatever subject wins tonight is going to be on our, not the next episode, but the following episode, because next week should be about tarpon.
But if it doesn't land on tarpon.
Yeah. All right, here we go. They still win a shirt. Like, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
All right.
Reel it in, reel it in, reel it in.
Plumbing by Powers.
What's the number?
What? I just named them all off to you. So we started with Submerse.
Okay.
So that was Jessica.
Nope, it was going back this way.
Yep.
So so that was Jessica. So it's the second name.
Black Drum.
Black Drum it is. In 2 weeks in 3 weeks, we'll be talking about Black Drum. And then who was that John?
Jamie G. Tarpon.
No. Who won?
Oh, John D.
John D won one of our brand new Fish Talk Live shirts. So stop in, get your size. Congratulations. We'll even throw in an OKM koozie as well. And your subject, Black Drum.
Big uglies.
The Big Uglies is going to be talked about in 3 weeks, because next week we are going to do tarpon.
Okay.
I almost missed the mark on that one. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching Fish Talk Live. Thank you very much to all of our sponsors, but most importantly, thank you to all of y'all for continuing to support our nonsense.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hey, we get to see you finally.